3, 2, 1.
I don't know what to say.
From the ETalk headquarters at 299 Queen Street in the heart of downtown Toronto, this is Live at ETalk with The Big Bang Theory.
Lock and load.
4 seasons ago, comedy boldly went where it has never gone before, and Bang was born. Genius casting brought together Kunal Nayyar, Jim Parsons, Johnny Galecki, Simon Helberg, and Kaylee Cuoco.
Hi. 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 Hi.
Fans, critics, and awards quickly followed.
That thrills me in a weird way. Is that nerdish or what?
All leading up to the astronomical Season 4 premiere, which is the second most watched comedy in Canadian television history.
I think the rest is fairly self-explanatory.
Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait. The earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall, we built the pyramids. Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with the Big Bang.
The wait is over. Here they are, Simon Helberg, Kunal Nayyar, and Jim Parsons. Look at that. Welcome. Welcome, guys.
Unreal.
And give it up for Bare Naked Ladies.
Wow. Hi.
Well, welcome, guys. All right, well, let's talk about these guys for a second. Were you fans of Bare Naked Ladies before the show?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Still not a fan.
Fan.
Simon, I hear you're an accomplished musician.
I do play a little music, yes.
Would you give up the acting for the music?
He should.
Yeah. I've been pressured a lot by these
If you guys
guys.
need a new band member, he plays a mean jamboree.
Yeah.
Would you trade?
If it came to that, I always think like my safety would be, like lounge piano in a bar, which I think could be kind of fun. But all musicians sing about how depressing that era of their life was, and how they're happy to get out of it. So I'm gonna continue on the show. Do you want me out of?
No, not at all.
Because I'll go.
No, we want to keep you.
No, yeah.
Kunal, we got to talk about how the success of the show and how. At what point did you realize that you had something special here? Was it the first table read? Was it when you met the cast for the first time?
This might be the first moment.
We never. No. I think.
This is the biggest moment. This is crazy. Jeez.
I think something. I think it came about at a taping when I noticed the reaction from the audience, and. You guys, this is so. You guys are amazing. Thank you for this. It means a lot. Wow, I can't get over this. You guys are. It's awesome.
Now, Jim, we want to talk about something. The show got off to a rough start this season. You have a castmate who got injured. Kaylee hurt herself. How did you guys deal with that?
Well,
Jim apologized for breaking her leg.
Yeah, for breaking her leg. No, we were in the middle of shooting an episode or getting ready to shoot an episode she was actually in, but she wasn't in a ton of it. So the writers are really amazing, and they seamlessly got her out of that episode, and they switched some things around. They had plans so they could do another episode that we just shot where they wrote her out of that one.
I dressed like her, and they made me speak in an American accent.
We would lose everyone immediately. And then hopefully the plan is that we're going to go back to work next week, and she'll be back, and I guess we're just going to prop her up in a comfortable chair and shoot around it.
Fantastic. Well, look, we brought all of these people in. They didn't just want to hear me talk. They want to talk themselves. And Tanya, where is Tanya? Tanya's in the audience somewhere.
I'm
hanging
there she is. Hey,
hanging
TK.
with the fans.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Very
Hello.
Okay, so I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to have to ask the first question here. Jim, you and I were backstage after you won the Emmy.
It was our special moment, yes.
That was our special moment. Now, you seem like you were in a little bit of shock at that time. Has it worn off at all? How are you feeling?
I don't feel shocked anymore, but I kind of don't feel like it actually happened in a weird way. Seriously, because the moment was really kind of that surprising and a little bit overwhelming. I mean, that's like nothing else you ever... This is sort of like nothing else you ever do either, by the way, so this is kind of weird. But in a good way. I'm so glad you're all here. That was one of those experiences that you don't, if you're lucky, what, would you do that a couple of times in your life? I don't know. So you don't get used to it, and but it was very fun.
Where do you keep your Emmy?
It's in my living room. It's on my used piano.
When it's not hanging
When I'm not carrying it around at work, it's on my piano at home.
All right, well, we want to bring everybody into this conversation. So we got a question from Twitter, and this is at Crinkle Crunk.
At Crinkle Crunk.
At Crinkle Crunk wants to know, how does Sheldon say his lines so fast without breathing in between? LOL, I love the show. So question followed by statement.
Yes.
So how does Sheldon say all of his lines without seemingly taking a breath?
Well, I do breathe. I guess I'm doing it, knock on wood. Apparently it's going well. If you're not noticing me breathing. I don't know. I just say it. How do you...
He has amazing abs.
I have amazing abs.
Like amazing.
That is not it.
Let's talk about the science on the show, because I would think with rabid fans and the internet out there, people are constantly either trying to pierce into the science of the show. Do you get emails from fans of the show saying that you got something right or you didn't get something right?
I don't.
I don't get any emails about that.
We blame
people do comment on it too. I think the writers and stuff. Yeah,
they're so accurate.
They really
they're so
try
nerdy.
hard.
Authentically,
they
those
are
writers.
Authentically nerdy. Yes.
That there's.
But once in a while, they do get comments from people who think they are smarter than what may be written on the boards or the jokes that we tell.
But with that, we employ a physicist who helps us with all the science on the show, and he'll put little inside science jokes on the whiteboards that are
equations
on,
that are jokes.
Yeah, I mean,
and he'd be laughing
there's
at them.
3 people that get it, I guess, but someone laughs,
All these people get it.
Yeah.
The 3 people.
All right, well, here's another question from Twitter. This was from yesterday. Quote, anybody know a nice Canadian translator? That's from Simon.
Oh, yeah.
So how are you making out so far?
I haven't understood a word that you've said this whole time, but I'm doing all right. I apparently it's there's just a few little tweaks, and I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, so far, huh?
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't understand that.
All right, we've got so much more with the cast of Big Bang and with the Bare Naked Ladies. So stick around. There's a lot more coming up.
Bare Naked Ladies.